Hello there. So this is going to be a little tutorial for some folks who may be trying to install a portable AC unit and have it vented outside their wall to the outside of their home versus a window. My situation in my room, I'm trying to install this in my window, as you can see, is above this shelf. And that does not make for a very safe place. I tried to put it in this corner. Not a good idea, folks. So that was my only option. So what I'm going to be doing is, as you can see, I have this hole vented to the outside here. I wanted to make this quick little tutorial for you so you can see how to do it, because the ones that I found online while I was trying to research it myself weren't for my exact situation, because I have stucco walls, and the other ones I saw, they just vented it in a variety of different ways, or they had a wood exterior, so it was slightly different. At any rate, my AC unit has a 6-inch hose, 6-inch diameter. A lot of them come in either 5 or 6 inch, which is going to be slightly larger than a dryer vent hose. So what we did was went ahead and took the back piece here that attaches to the back of the AC unit. And what we did was cut out a hole the same size as that. Pull out the insulation, and then I'm going to take you around the other side and show you what we did over there. So as you can see, this is the outside of the wall, and we had to order this standard dryer vent here with the 3, louver flaps that open up, and it has the little animal pest grade in there. So this is one that has a 6-inch vent there. That was the other thing. A lot of the dryer vents aren't this big. So, and I hired somebody to do this part because I don't have the tools for that. You need a special saw for that. So I just had somebody help me out with that part. Cut it out to size, install the vent, and then he screwed it on. We did, of course, a little bit of the caulking there to seal it up. Now I'm going to take you back inside and show you what's going on in there. Okay, so in my research, I have found that these AC hoses that it comes with, they actually can get pretty hot, which really defeats the purpose of cooling down your room. So I want to make this as efficient as possible. When you do the temperature readings on these things, when it's active and venting the air out, they end up coming up to about anywhere from 100 to 120 degrees. So for that reason, I had a slight concern just about it going through there with the insulation and everything. So I went to Lowe's because I wanted to get a metal ring to put around the drywall, and I got creative and found this piece here. In their vent section, I think it was. A gentleman helped me find it. This is at Lowe's. Here's the tag. It's called a 6-inch airtight adhesive takeoff. Not exactly certain what this piece is for, but this is what it is. Got it at Lowe's. It was under $6. Now I just took off this. It had a foam insulated ring around the outside here, which I don't need. So I went ahead and took it off. It didn't come off cleanly, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do now, another step I'm going to add on. I just want to get this bad boy installed, so I'm going to go ahead and do it now anyways. I'm just going to go ahead and order on Amazon a 6-inch flange ring to go screw directly onto this and cover it up and make it look a little nicer. But for now, function is good. So this baby slides right in there and meets up to the other side. So that's going to give some extra protection for the insulation in there. And then the hose is actually, it's a tight fit, but it is going to fit in there. I'm going to wedge it in there. So I'm actually going to cut this down to size. I'm going to leave myself about, this is about 5 inches deep here. So I'm going to leave myself about 10 inches here so I can have some wiggle room. What I'm also going to do is put some caulking around here and then screw this into the wall. So I'm going to put you on pause while I do this next step. Okay, so I purchased this fire block sealant here that is good for HVAC, ducts and vents, things like that, just because of the heat factor involved here. And I have put it in between here. So now I'm going to go ahead and screw this baby on place and clean up the caulk. Okay, so as you can see here, I went ahead and put the sealant in between the wall and the metal, and I screwed it in place. And then I cut this duct down to about 1 foot long, and then I threaded this unit onto the end of it to make it easier. And then I actually had to elongate it all the way and put my hand through there to pull it through, just to wiggle it all the way up. So now it's flush to the end. So it should shoot right out that hole, and then all I have to do is attach this to the back of this, and we should be good to go. So hopefully the next shot will be it working. Okay, so as you can see, what I've done is pushed it so it's a tight accordion. I wanted to let you guys know that extra, even though it only needed to be in that hole about 5 inches, having those extra inches, I cut it to about 12, 13 inches, was crucial because it allows me to bend this pipe up and latch it into place here. So if it was too tight, I wouldn't have that wiggle room. So I do have the pleasure, or not the pleasure, the ability to pull it out. These are the drain tubes. There's one up high here, and they do have one down below there. Yeah, there. So I do have a hose that I can attach for drainage. Luckily, my unit does have a feature. It tells me when the water is full, so it will actually stop working. And then I'll just attach my little drain hose. I'll probably detach it from here and drain it, set it all back up, and it should be good to go. So push this bad boy into the wall so it won't stick out so much. And I've got it plugged in. Now here's the test. Let's see. Oh, okay. So it's 82 degrees in here right now. Not so bad, but when you're trying to work in a space, it's not the greatest. So it's coming out pretty nice and cold. You want to bring that temperature down. Yeah, so it's 82. I brought it down to 66. But so it's working here. I knew that was going to be working. I have it set on cool, high fan. It's not so loud. Now here's going to be the true test. We want to make sure that... Uh-oh. These are not blowing. Alright, so there it goes. I fixed it. What it was I had to screw that hose, the ventilation hose. I just twisted it to get it a little bit closer to the end here. It wasn't close enough to put a amount of pressure to blow through. But so I might need to, when I disconnect it to drain it, I might just need to make sure that it is pushed out the way that it's supposed to be, flush against the wall. But for now, this is a good solution. It might be some perfecting along the line, but there we have it. So just turned it on. It's 82 degrees in here, and we'll see how long it takes to cool down. What do you think, Cooper? Cooper says he'd like it to be cooler. Stay tuned. Alright, so 30 minutes has passed, and as you can see, we are dropped down to 77 degrees. Woohoo! So that's pretty good. Got down, what was that, 5 degrees? It was 82 to start with. And I checked the vents outside, and they are still flapping away, which means we're working okay. So, like I said, I'm just going to get an additional ring on there to secure it a little bit better and make it look a little bit nicer than that. Not that anyone's going to be looking at it but me, really. But, so that's how you do it, folks. Hope that helps you. And, yeah, good luck. Stay cool.